Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Currently in the 8100 here. Got the fertilizer spreader loaded behind me. As you can tell, I'm at the bin site. I've been here for a little bit now. I got the two front fields done. This one here on the south side of the buildings, and then the one on the north side of the buildings. I'll have to do the one across the valley. That's where I'm headed at right now. So I'm gonna get this spread out, and then eventually this afternoon's project is to get the Challenger and the Chisel Plow fired up and kind of see how that does in corn stalks. We ended up putting some different shanks on the Chisel Plow. They're it's more of a straight edge, and it's just gonna kind of slice through the field instead of turning the dirt over. So we're not too sure how well those are gonna work out in the corn stalks, and if it's gonna keep plugging up or whatever. So we might end up using the disc here, not sure yet. So after I get this spread out, we're gonna get the Challenger out and give the Chisel Plow a test drive. Taking a drive through the woods, getting to the other end of the valley. It's always pretty this time of year. Did have a little bit of rain over this last weekend. As you can see, there's still puddles staying here. When we harvested the corn, so dry, there was no water even in the ditch, and everything was dry back here. But it was almost too dry. At the point we were worried that the Chisel Plow and the disc wouldn't even go in the ground too good. It would have a hard time busting open. So the little bit of rain we did get over the last weekend should help with that and soften everything up, but not too bad to where it's mud. All right, so if you're new to the channel, this is the field across the valley. It's kind of an L-shaped field. You got rows running east and west here, and then you got rows running north and south on the other side of that burn pile. And eventually we'll start farming this corner probably next year, get a little bit closer to the lane. Can't really tell on camera, but it is spreading. I typically do the whole outside of the field first when I'm spreading fertilizer. Just about anything really, planting soybeans, combining. I usually like to do the headlands, and then I'm logging on my map where it's spread. And then I already got an AB line set up from the last field we're in. But I might reset it, I might not. We'll see how this lines up with the woods here. I'm currently spreading at 50 feet wide. I already finished up all the rows going east and west. I'm now in the north and south rows. Getting pretty low on fertilizer. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough to do. It's kind of an optical illusion. There's less acres here in this little elbow than it looks. But yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna be a couple passes short. Corn harvest is still in full swing. Dad and Tyler are combining at the moment. They're a good 8 miles away from me, so every once in a while I'll see Dad here. He's running the Kenworth, dumping at the dryer. Well, I'm a good 5 to 7 acres short, so, and I don't think I'm gonna get any more this late in the afternoon today, but hopefully we'll get some more first thing in the morning. So that being said, let's head over back to the Challenger park this. Eventually, I'd like to come out here and take care of some of these little potholes in the lane. Get this smoothed out a little bit better. Back at the yard. I like to check on the grain dryer every once in a while if I can. So that and Dad's in and out of here with the truck, but still. So this is what the old shovels look like on the chisel plow. As you can see, they're kind of curved and they'll kind of roll the dirt over. We've had those for quite a few years. They worked out pretty good, but this is what we have on it now. So this is the first year of using these points. So far, they seem to be doing okay, but we haven't done any corn stalks with them yet, only soybean stubble. So we're gonna give this a test drive and see how well they work out. Got the Challenger 765 in here. If we do end up having to use the sunflower disc on the corn stalks, we'll put the 8410 on that, and we'll keep this hooked up and probably do some more farms with the soybean stubble. Let's check our oil and everything real quick, and can get this warmed up and get going. Great, so I'm gonna start in the little field south of the barn here. Let's get this folded out. And I'm gonna be working on a bit of an angle with the corn stalks there. Setting up an AB line. This thing's about just under 20 feet wide. I got the AB line set for 19 feet. All right, let's give this a go. Auto steer. I'm gonna set my coulter blades, which are the little disc blades up front, and I'm gonna set those all the way down. I'm pretty sure they already are, but always pull hard. I already have the chisel plow kind of set for depth. There's a depth stop, so I can just press number 1 all the way down. Keep pressing it, it's gonna just stop where I have it set back there. So it should be the same depth every time. I'm going about 12 inches in the ground, roughly. So it's definitely not burying the trash as good as those other shoes, but I think compaction wise and stuff, it's gonna break it up a lot better. The disc will grind the corn stalks up a lot better than this, but you're only gonna be digging in a few inches. Where this I'm going a foot. So with our corn head, you do leave a lot more big pieces of trash and residue. So there is a better chance of getting all that trash kind of bunched up under the chisel plow, and you could start plugging it. Once or twice, you know, isn't that big of a deal, but if you're plugging this thing like every pass or every other pass, it's probably not the tool you want to be using in here then. With these different style shovels, them being just a straight edge basically, I am able to go a little bit faster, I noticed. So that's nice. Right now I'm in 8th gear, doing about 5 miles an hour, 1800 RPMs. Just finishing up a little piece now. I got both headlands to do yet, and then we'll move over to the other side of the barnyard. So far it's actually working out a lot better than I thought it would. Gonna jump over across the lane. I think I'm gonna get right into the long rows and set my AB line, and then kind of fill in the little bubble right behind the barn and stuff later. Back at the green bin now. I believe the wet bin's all filled up for today, so while I'm out here we can let that burn. I moved over back to the short rows here behind the buildings. I'm gonna get this all finished up and then I can start working my way north. Back on the long rows. I think that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna keep plucking away here, but yeah, harvest is going smooth. I think we're gonna end up switching back over to beans in the next couple days here. The farm where they're harvesting corn at right now should be done tomorrow. But I think that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching if you made it all the way to the end, and be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.